Hello, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. If you guys are here spying on your Feminines, okay. I have some channeled messages and I did a pre-shuffle on cards, and I have a card that stood out during the pre-shuffle, which I did not throw back in. So let me get through. Let me take a drink of my lemon water. Excuse me. I have a lot to say here. All right. This is going to be for very high-ranking Divine Feminine who have done so much work, who have done actually so much work that you think you've done all the work. This is that reading. I want to say what I channeled here was you, if you are this Divine Feminine that you relate to this, you're seeing beyond the illusion of this matrix, okay, where you are in space and time currently, where your geometrical destination is in this universe. You're seeing beyond the illusion of it. It means you're seeing yourself for who you truly are, not what you believed you were. And this is unlocking so many gifts, codes, desires within you. You're leading from a place of love, not a place of, I shouldn't say money. It's not about money. It's about, some Divine Feminines are very much in their masculine energy, and they're trying to just provide and make everything, and they're not having a chance to be in their Divine Feminine energy. This is someone who is spending a lot of time healing in their Divine Feminine energy, and you're seeing beyond this whole illusion. You're already to the point, you're not in separation. You know this. You know that there is no separation consciousness within you. You know you are unity consciousness. And if you're a Divine Feminine watching this who's not there yet, who still sees your twin as you and them, okay, not as I. And if you start seeing your twin as I, if you're a Divine Feminine who's not here yet, this is just, you could take some notes, things to strive for. When you think of you and your divine counterpart, say I, because it is I. Okay, that's just a quick little note, because I get a lot of email from Divine Feminines who are male and female genders, because it's the yin energy. And the number one trigger is the karmic. And that's why I'm going to be doing a lot of videos about that. But to get back on topic, for this high level Divine Feminine, high ranking, I was told, you're seeing beyond fear tactics. You're seeing beyond the illusion of when people don't get what they want, how they are sort of, well, they say, we'll do, you do this, or we do X, Y, Z, or Z, depending where you come from. It's sort of, you're seeing beyond that. You're realizing this is just all part of this matrix of this lesson, that you're here to learn your boundaries, of that people can't treat you like this. Now, I understand nobody's saying if it's at a workplace, go quit your job or anything, but you'll look for something else. Like, just don't settle for it. Try to do something, because it's part of your mission and your lesson to do something to rise up out of that. Okay, it's part of the illusion is feeling stuck, but you're not stuck. See, that's the illusion. And you're seeing beyond. You're seeing beyond this matrix here. You're seeing what what it's for. It's a matrix that has enslaved people for a long, long time. And Divine Feminine, whoever you are, or multiples, whoever you are, you've come a long way from all of that. You're not in that illusion anymore. You're not feeling bound, stuck. You're realizing you can do something. There is something that you can do. And this is what you're seeing beyond. So, since you've been more about your evolution, okay, not about the money, you've been about evolution, it leads to the money. It leads to, the universe can do nothing else but give you the rewards, because you have mastered so much. And it's not mastering others, you've mastering yourself, but you're always in evolution. So let's not Let's not get six of wands about it. Yeah, it's a victory, and celebrate that victory. Just remember, there's still more to it. It's not finished, right? We're never finished. We're always some form of evolution. This is also a divine feminine who's letting go or has let go of hate for the karmic, realizing that, like again, I say XYZ, XYZ, whatever, the karmic is not the problem. The karmic actually is a person who signed on to help you learn this lesson. And it's like, if you don't get this lesson through the karmics throughout your life, right? Because it's not just in love situations. It's your karmics start from, can be literally birth on up, definitely childhood from on up. That starts from those lessons. You're realizing those were just lessons. I had to learn them. I did learn them. Thank them, spiritually, consciousness, through consciousness. Thank them. But when we go and we keep ignoring the karmic lessons, they'll repeat. And if you're still ignoring them, they can send the twin in, the divine counterpart in, and it's in neither one. Once they're in vicinity of one another, even if they're not aware of one another, there's been an activation. It's like the energy interacts, and it can help but to do nothing else but to interact. So if you've come in contact with your divine counterpart, there's already been some sort of change within you. That's going to be different because it depends on why you're here. Okay? It depends on your goals you set forward to do here. But you're not in the hate of the karmic. You're not afraid of people, bullying you. You are really free. And I would be bound. You are so free. You have I'm looking at this Aquarius card on my table here because I have to do some monthly readings, but I've been so guided to do these readings right here. On the Aquarius card, the mind is just blown out. Let me get it. Okay. Just looking at the symbol, not the sign. I feel that's what's happening. And that sacral chakra, which is sacred, it is really illuminated there. Let's see if I can slide it back in. Okay. So that's where we're at. Okay. Last comments. Even though you're high ranking, you're evolved way beyond what you probably thought you were when you came into this life, right? Just continue to work on anything that triggers you. Okay? Really put your attentions on those things that trigger you, that bother you, that you can't get out of your mind. That's the energy. That's the energy to transmute. Okay? And like that sacral chakra was highlighted on the Aquarius card, definitely do some sacral chakra. You can do guided meditation, but you can also literally center your work with your chi and work and send the energy there, your own energy, to that chakra. And there's guided meditations that help with that. That might be another channel I do in the future because that's kind of like something that I like to do. I just haven't had time to do. But that's the key. And I even had a dream about this for twins. Energy is to be transmuted in general with all people, but it's no different with your divine counterpart, with your twin. It's the same. You've got to work through that energy and keep it flow and not stagnant, and not just keep it flow. So if you're this is what you're seeing beyond. You're really seeing beyond this whole illusion of why you're here. What you thought you were here to do. Things are probably changing. Okay. Something has changed. All right. And something will change. So I think that's it. We can get into the reading here. I get so many downloads and I just have to write them down. The last thing was keep yourself on the channel of love. That was the last thought there. That's the most important thing if you take from anything else from this reading is keep yourself a channel for love. Because when you're keeping yourself a channel for love, you are in your divine feminine energy. All right? This is the card that came out during the pre-shuffle. It's 7-7 and it's heal abandonment and time to forgive. Now look at this figure. It looks like a masculine, and this is the message I took from it. As you divine feminine, I believe as you forgive or heal abandonment, I believe the other happens for the twin. So if you're forgiving people, you're taking care of whatever, forgiveness of the past, right? You don't have to forgive the person in person, but forgiving the past, whatever happened, right? You, them, doesn't matter. This masculine rises because that's what I see here. I see this energy coming through the masculine. I feel as you rise, as you heal divine feminine, your divine masculine is being pulled up, and they don't even, I mean, look, they have no control over this. You see that? It's automatic. So it's very important to continue divine feminine, whoever this is for. It's very important to continue that, just that evolution. Just keep rising up, whatever it is you're doing, your meditations, your prayers. It seems here that you're doing a lot of releasing, forgiving, and that's creating healing within you and healing within your divine counterpart. And that's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to leave this out and let's get into the Golden Girls deck. All right. This is a reading for Divine Feminine. I woke up with Divine Feminine on my mind. I had so much love and happiness. And it's like I looked out the window and the sky was blue and the birds were, doing their bird song and dance. You could hear it. I just love it. And I live in sunny Florida, so I get to see a lot of nature. So I was thinking of you, Divine Feminine, and myself, of course, feeling very loving of just everything. Just very loving and appreciative of everything. All right. Off the bat, we have a story. Bottom of the deck, though, we do have the Nine of Pentacles, and that's a card of Virgo, but it's also a card of singleness. It's also a card of, be like if you're your own business owner, a sole proprietor. If any of you have opened any businesses or are thinking of it, okay, that's also like for me my sole proprietor card. Okay, you're the only owner of that business. We have the King of Cups reversed and the Emperor reversed. Somebody's a mess here. Temperance reverse, the Empress reverse, Three of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Swords reverse. Okay, it looks like Divine Feminine, for this one who is very high ranking, who has been doing so much work, and you would not even be thinking of your masculine. That's how much work you'd be doing. You would be so focused on ascension and ascension and ascension, you wouldn't even have a chance to think about anything else. Like you're just ascension, ascension, ascension. Eat, sleep, ascension, ascension, stay present. So it's like this Emperor, I feel it is your divine counterpart. I feel they're single and they don't know how to tell you. That's what I feel. Let's pull some animal cards. And it's so interesting because it looks like you don't even show up in this reading. You show up as being basically the first one that shows up is the masculine. Okay, they want to come forward and tell you this with this King of Cups reverse and this Emperor reverse. They want to come forward. They can't for some reason. Because you got Ace of Swords reversed, Temperance reversed. They can't do it for some reason. They can't tell you this, which is a Three of Pentacles reversed. This is what they can't tell you. That literally they might be single with this Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. But it looks like here, you're just not even showing up. So I think you're not aware as a Divine Feminine. I don't think you're aware of this at all. I think you just probably have given up and sort of doing your thing, doing your ascension and working on you. And then this status here changes, which is what I said. As you grow and heal, the masculine has no choice but to ascend. They have no choice. You see, Divine Feminine, you really get to be your divine's masculine's hero. You really do. You get to save them. All right. What do the animals, spirit cards here want to say? Oh, okay. They say a lot. All right. They say a lot. These are down. This is what you don't know. For me as a reader, if it's down, that's what you don't know. So, the Emperor. This landed on the Emperor. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. All right. First of all, this Emperor, your person, there's nobody around them that they can trust. And this is what's coming out in your reading. This is your reading, Divine Feminine, but this is what's coming out. They can't trust anyone around them for some reason. Like I said again, you would not be aware of any of this, Divine Feminine. You would not be aware of any of these, none of this news. You would not know about any of this, okay? Now, here, the Empress is what I said. The Empress doesn't know because these cards here landed on this Three of Pentacles reverse, the Empress reverse. The Empress doesn't know that possibly there's no more third party involved. So we have clarifying those cards here. We have the remain vigilant about the current situations. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. So this says to me a lot, Divine Feminine, about pay attention to the signs in nature. I give you an example. This didn't happen recently, but I was about a year ago or something like that. I was just driving normally, and this possum come like racing me. It was really interesting, and I took that as things were speeding up, or something was going to happen quick. Okay, and I feel that was like a sign in nature. Now, it would be your job as the Divine Feminine, or masculine, because if you're Divine Masculine watching this, you're also getting signs in nature, because, the universe is talking to us all the time, all of us all the time. We just got to put those spirit eyes on. And so pay attention into your surroundings. If you're the Divine Feminine, pay attention. It could literally, you might see a car, if they can go by your house. I don't know. We have here Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. All right. This came out in reverse, as well as pay attention to the signs in nature. So this is saying maybe some of you Divine Feminines who are watching are distracted. That won't be necessarily for the Divine Feminine that I'm picking up here, that this masculine wants to come back. Now, this could also be saying the masculine is distracted. Okay. It could be saying the masculine is distracted. The masculine is the one that has this blockage, okay, that can't get through. All right. Because the Divine Feminine that I picked up on with all these changes, that would not be a Divine Feminine who is not present. But now it could be saying, just keep making sure that you're staying present, being in that moment, feeling everything you feel in that moment, looking at everything, smell, touch, taste, if you're eating. Be immersed in that moment. Try not to have any thoughts in your mind other than what you're doing. It's interesting. It's just a different set of eyes, and it's interesting how you might see things. Now we have chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. So when I see this, use your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. This is a roundabout way of saying pray or meditate. Because when you pray, you want to know, you want to seek something. You want something when we pray. We always want something when we pray. We want something in our life to change. But intuition is when the prayer is answered. But if you're not paying attention to the signs, you might not get the answer. And that's how I take this. That's how I take it. Even if you're just having thoughts in your head, that's sort of like a moving prayer. You're just not aware of it. And it's saying pay attention because your answers may literally be in the area that you're in. If you're outside and you're thinking and your head is whatever, look around, see what you see, you know. Do you see a racing opossum? You know, what do you see? You see something. If you're inside of where you live, in that moment, stop, look around, listen. Do you smell something? I mean, the universe is trying to answer your questions. All right. So if you're just continue on that path, divine feminine, of being aware, but just be more aware, right? Get a little bit more into more detail, like look for the answer right here in this very moment instead of waiting for it. Maybe it's here and you don't see it, like a Four of Cups, right? It's here, but you might not see it. So now what you don't see with this person who's in love with you, divine feminine, is their instincts are telling them to come towards you. We have the shark here, right? Trust your instincts to discern the truth in a situation. This masculine, his instincts or her instincts, whoever your yang is, his instinct is to come towards you. And then we have cheetah. It's in the reverse. Get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So this comes out in another deck. It's been coming out for divine feminines in another deck that I have here. And that's what's saying, just keep on staying on your ascension. All right. Don't feel like, wow, I've done so much, I can take a break. Yeah. Acknowledge you're at this level. Take a deep breath, but don't get settled. See, that's how we get settled. That's how we get complacent, right? Keep going. Take your break. Have your little party, whatever, however you celebrate. Celebrate yourself with the divine feminine, pamper yourself, treat yourself like the empress, right? A spa day or something, but then get back into it. Don't stop the ascension because something is wanting to turn around really fast for you. All right. Universe wants to give you something. It looks like it wants to give you what you deserve. And that might be in the form of your divine counterpart here. Goose, take time and rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Yeah. So this is saying, divine feminine, keep doing you. You're good. This is a checkpoint. You're doing good. Keep on your ascension. Don't feel like it's over. It's never over. Take a break. Sure. Don't get complacent. It's so easy. It's so easy to get behind. Take a little break. Celebrate yourself. Treat yourself out. Make it known I'm celebrating this achievement, and it's also letting the universe know you're appreciating this and this opportunity, and it's going to bring more your way. And keep on your ascension, however that works in your life, whatever your higher self is, your higher goals, whatever is meant to be for you. Now I did pick up on the sacral chakra, so I'm going to look here. I do have a chakra deck I just want to get into a little bit. Golden Goddess, the golden abundance of life. Universe is opening to you. I mean, that's what I said, divine feminine. The universe wants to give you everything that you want. Keep embodying this energy. Keep on this energy of loving yourself. Just keep loving yourself, because that is the channel of love. Channel of love is also loving yourself. And then you also have love to give to the universe. Divine flow. And I had picked up on that. Just stay in the flow. Just don't, even if you're a fixed sign, divine feminine, don't try not to confide to that. Stay in the flow. Everything, you're in the flow. Everything comes to you, but don't put the boundaries up and block it. Allow love to flow to you and also allow love to flow from you. All right? Let go of doubt and move forward confidently. You are divine feminine. You are the empress. You embody that energy. This is what you don't see. This came out like this. Tree rooted. Find harmony by planting your roots deep within the earth. Again, I'm being drawn to this picture, this symbol. Let me see if I can get it here. You see one above, one below. As we have here, this consciousness, as you're raising your consciousness, this masculine, your divine counterpart is raising. They have no choice. They cannot fight this because it's your energy and you're lifting them up. You have the ability to be your masculine's hero, as odd as that sounds, but you do. And we have tree rooted, all right? Find harmony by planting your deep roots. Well, look, as you ascend, they're coming up. And look, they're moving the ground literally to be in your presence. This is going to your higher self. But as you're going to your higher self, you're lifting them up, because I see the symbol of one above and the other one is being lifted with that one. Everybody has their opinion about the twin flame journey. I don't want to take it. I want to take it. My personal belief, and this is just me, I believe if you incarnated in the same life, you're on the journey. Because it's that point in which you come in contact. It starts. It's the very beginning. It's the first drop to a puddle, to a river, to an ocean. It's the first drop to really finding and discovering you. And that goes really deep, who you are inside. Your divine counterpart, your soul. Remember, be used to saying I. Okay, I, because it's not you and them. It's I. You're one. And keep on that. It's really a beautiful reading. This is also the colors of the sacral chakra. It's orange. So that's the emotions, the affection. That's, having that sacral chakra open is like, it's love. It's allowing love to flow. Let the love flow. Because as you let your love flow, you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing the universe. Kind of like the Aquarius star card, while they feed the universe. I just wanted to show, but these nails get in the way. But my fingers are actually ugly because I do a lot of gardening. But flow. Just look at the flow. Be flow, just be flow. What is that? Well, that's taking care of yourself the best you can, loving yourself, and then when you're going out into the world, whatever, it will flow to you because you're already elevating that high vibration within you. You're already eating better. You've changed things for your physical body. You've changed things in your mental mind, where your mind is thinking positive and loving thoughts about yourself. You're being gentle with yourself. And in this very high vibration of love, being gentle with yourself includes who is part of I, the one that you are consciously connected to forever. Get out of for those who are trying to get to that level, just get out of the separation. You're not. It's I. And this is beautiful. And it's funny, I got confirmation. I heard somebody in the background. There's like a little music playing in the background, and they said I. That's confirmation. Confirmation of that. Be flow. Be the flow of love. And just let it flow back and forth. This is a beautiful reading for you. And, Divine Masculine, if you're watching this, you can do the same. Be in the flow. Just be in the flow. Stay conscious. Stay present. All beings should really do this. It puts us in balance. So I want to get some. This is very high vibrational, and I'm not going to bring any low vibrational cards into this. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And to me, I take this as confirmation as what I said. I said it's my own personal belief that if you and your divine counterpart, twin flame, violet ray, whatever you call or relate to it, if you came in, that starseed, however you want to relate to it, you guys incarnated in the same place. You're on the same planet Earth. You're bound to run into each other. And you see how these two are in physical distance of one another? That's all it takes for activation. Like, nobody literally has to come up to you, tap on your shoulder and say, hey, I'm your twin, I'm your divine counterpart. Okay, it's time, activate. It just reminds me of that cartoon from like the 80s or 90s, Wonder Twin Powers Activate. I remember I used to, I used to watch that. I was just so young. I don't know, but that's what it reminds me of. That's how you activate. And like I said, if you were on a path where you just weren't getting it, let's just say you were here to learn how to respect your body, right? Not to abuse your body. And that, because a lot of us abuse our bodies, whether through food or whatever we put in it, right? So this is to say that's one of your things that you wanted to do. And you keep running into these karmics who, some of them are like loving and they try to support you on your journey. And then some karmics, just call you fat or ugly or whatever. And it's that pain and hurt that you end up transmuting and you become, you go lose like 100 pounds, right? Well, you're on the journey, right? If your twin, if I activated it, right? So look at your counterpart as really not a counterpart. Look at it as I didn't get the message from the karmics. I didn't see it. I didn't learn the lesson. So I sent my twin to myself because then there's no choice. It has begun. It has begun. And this is very positive. Your starseed oracle, I can't make this up. Look at them. Those are twins. Those are star seeds. Divine counterparts. And it says, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs and uprooting. As you ascend, divine feminine, as you keep going up, you bring them up. And guess what? Nobody can stop this. See, you can't blame the karmic. You can't blame anyone. You're working on your own ascension. And I put myself in this. The work is hard. That's where we're easy to fall off the wagon or say, I don't know, because it's easy to sign up for everything on the other side. And then when we get here, it's like, wow, this is heavy energy I signed up for. And it's like, yeah, but you also have the support and the ability to do it, or you would not have signed up for it. So there's that. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a reward to claim. There's a prize at the end. This is what's happening or has happened. Now, this can also be a reading for some of you divine feminines who are in union. I just don't think if you were in union, you'd be watching tarot readings. So you'd be continuing to be present and to basically have fun, because a lot of those divine counterparts who choose to be in the same space together, because I believe they're already on the journey, but the ones who choose to be in the same space, a lot of times they have a lot of fun. They just do fun things and whatever it is, but they're in the same energy. So it's, for them, it's like the friction's not there, the drama's not there. That comes in with your karmic situations for the most part. But there are triggering things, and those things have to be worked through, whatever your trigger is. Now, when I get a lot of emails from divine feminines. So if you're a divine feminine watching this, because 75% of you are, I have 25% men who watch me, 75%, well, genderly, female. So if you're on that path, No matter where you're at, you're healing, or you've already like taken your power back doing you. Be careful about getting too much into that masculine energy. Stay very true to your femininity, okay? Because that's not balancing your yin and your yang. It has nothing to do with anything else. Remember, balancing your yin and your yang, going with flow. Universe is always going to send you what it wants. It will even send you something it wants you to work on, okay? But anything that comes from your divine counterpart, remember to say I, because it's I'm bringing this. Divine feminines get triggered because of the karmics, all right? The karmic is young. The karmic is pretty. The karmic is doing witchcraft. The karmic is evil. The karmic is controlling. I have male divine feminines who email me and women divine feminines who email me. The number one thing that triggers is the karmic. What I'm here to say, that's not the focus. That's not the focus. The whole point, if they're triggering you about something, that's the energy that you need to transmute within yourself. Okay? You set that in place for that to trigger you, but you didn't act on it. Okay? So you sent yourself in then, because think about how much energy it takes to invoke something in someone to where they're going to want to change. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy for a bully to abuse someone. They sign on for it though. But when someone goes beyond all the checkpoints, we send ourselves in, because then we have to deal with ourselves. And you know what? Yeah, game on. It's for real. For real, you have got to go through some stuff. You won't have a choice. I feel Divine Feminine doesn't have a choice. Divine Feminine came into contact, started some ascension, or Divine Feminine could have went on her own ascension. It's not 100% that you have to come in contact to get on that. But sometimes twins do that to activate one another. There are some twins who just come together. They've done that work. They didn't need the activation. The karmic lessons were enough for them to get activated, you know? But congratulations, Divine Feminine, for whoever this is, this masculine, this masculine, I don't even think I have words. They're trying to tell you, they're trying to find a way to come to you to communicate. And they really, I think, are not going to be whole or satisfied until they do communicate this to you. Just keep continuing your ascension, okay? Because as a divine feminine, it's not your job as a divine feminine to chase. You attract, okay? It's when you chase, you're in the divine masculine energy, okay? That's what I want you to try to see. So I love you, Divine Feminine, and Divine Masculine. If you're watching, I love you guys too, and namaste.